Hey YouTube, how's it going? I hope you had a good Go Battle Day. I'm going to play this team. I got like 4 videos coming out in the next 2 days. We're going to go over very quickly this team, watch some battles, and then we are going to talk about how the meta shifted significantly in the Sunshine Cup. So I'm going to do a meta analysis in this video. And then we're going to talk about the Silph Road and Silph Arena shutting down, because I think that is bigger than a lot of people think it is. So let's just quickly go over the team. So the team, I wanted just to do a very meta team, and the Owl and Vigoroth is like the 2 standard set, right? Because the Owl is going to get walled by sort of PokemonGO and stuff like that, and Vigoroth will deal with that, and then Vigoroth's going to have problems with let's say Trevenant and other counter users, and the Owl should deal with that for most, right? So you need a 2. And then I was going through a third. I tried Swampert, but meta shifts into grass a lot. So that is why I put in Electrode. And Electrode is because it's half grass, so it's obviously resisting all the grass that comes with it. And Wild Charge did great against most things, and some of those things were like grass flyers. So I will go over that in a second. Basically, how you play this team is there's not much I'm getting out of, quite honestly. Even PokemonGO, you can get like a Wild Charge off. And so basically I'm staying in with almost anything. I'll show this up because it would one-shot me. They come Vigoroth, that's fine. I can Wild Charge this. Like, why I really like Electrode is because it's very, very, very just safe in this meta. Because again, even if you see like a fire, most fires won't resist the electric, and a Wild Charge is gonna either one shot or put you pretty low in the red for most things. Plus, it's still a great answer to the flyers, right? So I think Electro is a great lead. Burn shields, Vigoroth, great save swap. Grab shield, put pressure on, and then the Owl will just kind of absorb damage in the back. That is how the team works. Again, the Owls are still everywhere. I saw a ton of Vigoroths on the lead. Like, a lot of people aren't using Vigoroth as a safe swap anymore. They're using it on the lead, which again, if you see Vigoroth on the lead, I just built 2 Wild Charges, let them throw the first body slam so you don't lower your defense substantially and then have to shield. So let them throw the first body slam and then back Wild Charges. Same thing with the Owl and other flyers. Actually, I'm going to throw before on Pidgeot. I will not throw before on the Owl because they will not one-shot with a Sky Attack, but throwing it before on the Pidgeot just in case they lower your attack times 2, that's fine. Otherwise, yeah, you're staying with anything. Yeah, there's not really like a hard, like Pidgeot here is like, so I'm going to build up to 7 and throw it kind of right on 7 because I know that is, I don't know a lot of counts, but I know 7 because I've played played a lot of flyers this week already. So throwing right on 7 here, they're going to have to shield. Even if they lower my attack here, I don't really care because I'm still, so they Brave Bird, okay. I still got a shield. They come in Diggersby. And I think I do my best to screw this matchup up 100 times. I think I like shield fire punches, and then I come in the Owl, and I was worried about a beam. And so anyways, Vigoroth is good for the slams here. I think I didn't try and catch an Earthquake, but I just catch I try and catch an Earthquake thinking like that was perfect timing. But I think they just go like Street Fire Punch like 4 times in a row. Yeah. These fire punches do kind of add up. So yeah, that's the team. Nothing creative. Meta. Someone mentioned Home Slice Henry, Decidueye. And there was a substantial increase in grass flyers in Decidueye and Tropius. They were everywhere, and that's why I actually lost a bit of like I'm down a bit on the day. I'll go over all that in my videos. What happened was this Decidueye and Tropius and everything were coming up everywhere. So my Shadow Swampert, which was a beast and is still a beast in the right scenario, was just getting like destroyed because these multiple 1 to 2 grass per teams. And then to try and counter the grass, like you still have a bunch of other Pokemon, like the Owls. Like the Owl's a good matchup actually if you're a Shadow Swampert, not if you're a regular Swampert. But yeah, and the Vigoroth is actually a bad matchup because you lose in the in the 1 shield, or you lose in the 2 shield. Yeah, I think you lose in the 1 and 2 and win in the 0. Yeah, so they started going everywhere. So I went down a lot with Swampert. You're going to see probably this afternoon how I tried to adjust for all those grass that I was seeing. So come back this afternoon, and I will show you how I adjusted to deal with those. Yeah, here I'm just throwing the Wild Charge. If they let it go, probably come Vigoroth. If they don't let it go, still probably come Vigoroth because I know I'm going to win anyways because I'm up a shield and now I can shield back and take this. So yeah, the meta changed mostly a lot. So the thing was like I saw a lot of Decidueye, a lot of Tropius, and which means I saw a lot more Makar Go. And then a little less of the Owl and Pidgeot, in my opinion. But then I saw like other, like I saw a lot of like Gliscor, Chew, because it's like half flyer, half ground, so you could still throw the Earthquake on the. And I saw a few Blaziken. I actually saw a lot of Blaziken. So meta shift a lot from the first few days. Obviously, Vigoroth and the Owl are still on a lot of teams, but not as much as they were on the first day. So keep that in mind if you are playing this for the next 2 days. And again, team this afternoon will be how I adjusted to that. And then tomorrow we are going to be doing an Ultra League team, which was extremely fun and strong, and I'm still grinding with it as of this morning. So I'm going to showcase that tomorrow. Silph Road closing down. So it's been a really, really, really rough week for Pokemon Go, and I'm just not done. Thank you, Specimen Unknown. So before we get into that, Specimen Unknown, it gives me a subscriber here, buys me the tickets for every event, and I appreciate it. I'm a free play player. I don't really buy the tickets. I get the coins from the gym to buy stuff. He bought me the ticket. The ticket for Go Battle Day, as you saw, was you had to play all 100 battles to get the rewards and stuff like that. And like there was a couple battles today where like normally if I know I'm going to lose and I have like no win condition, I'll just top left. But you can't top left because it would like cost you the game. So I had to just like sit there while I'm like down 2 shields having a Trevenant against an Owl and have to just like stay in. It was really annoying. But anyways, thank you for that. So in the past week, Thotechtical, who is one of the best battlers in the world, one of the smartest sort of technical battlers, there was 2 people who are both now basically retired from content creating that like helped me get my start. And help me learn the game, and that's Wallower and Tho. They were just so smart with how they understood the game and understood everything. So Wallower kind of retired and stopped playing the game completely. Tho said on his thing that he's done. He's basically hasn't played in like a week outside of like a match here or there, and he's done. And then the Silph Road, which was the largest like grassroots site, which you guys know like the Silph Road from like all they help you with it. They tell you what the taskings are and the nests and all the stuff like that. But they're also the Silph Arena, and the Silph Arena is where I do my monthly tournaments, and it's where I do my factions. And it's not just me. The majority of people have way more fun playing these factions and monthly tournaments than they do playing GBL. And so I'm playing with a bunch of my buddies, and it's great because I talk to them like constantly. It's just like you're putting team ideas together, we're scrimmaging together, we're streaming each other's calls and giving each other like suggestions on how to play certain matchups out. So it's a big loss. And the meta has always been better. The meta is better in Silph. Like they're just smarter. They like look at the issues with certain metas and they'll create these like unique cups and stuff to like start making you use different Pokemon, some meta, but some like off meta. So I mean, a ton of people have already like stepped up, and there's going to be a ton of other like, I think Gym Breakers, which I'm on like Team Canada for Gym Breakers. Gym Breakers is basically going to step up and like eventually like replace Silph, the site, and yeah, they're going to replace the site and come in and try and save this, because the majority of people are just like sick of this game, and it's now come down to like, you have long-time content creators who are like vital in PvP quitting. You have long-time just like YouTubers who are just like Zoe 2 Dots and stuff, who are just like, I don't like the way this game is going. You have like Poke Daxi, who's like I talk to him like multiple times a week, and he's at the point, like, he already talked about starting a second channel because like he cannot trust Niantic. Niantic just it honestly seems like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to, something happened internally, or I don't know what happens, because it's not only that they're just like actively ignoring the community's comments and stuff like that. Like the remote rate increase pass, like they know what they're doing. They know that there's gonna be backlash and stuff like that, and they're not answering. That's fine. But if you've seen the backlash online, mixed with like how Niantic is like pushing their new game, and like Niantic had a roundup, like what happened this week at Niantic, and it's like they exclude Pokemon Go. They're like actively trying to piss I don't understand why. They're actively trying to make as many bad decisions as they can, and like troll the community at the same time. And I don't know why. I don't know why they're doing that. Like I said, it feels like part of this community like pissed off someone high up, and now they're just like trying to punish the whole community. I don't understand where this game is going. I don't understand the decisions that are being made, and like the remote raid pass for me is one of the it's a big issue for a lot of people. I think it's actually like quite a small issue in the grand scheme of things, right? The bigger issues are like, it just like, it's not just one aspect of the game, it's every aspect of the game that they're screwing up. It's rollout of elite raids that don't work. It's taking away like putting like rare Pokemon in eggs that are hidden like at the 5th level that it takes like 1 in a million to catch. It's this making you play 100 battles, pay $1 for 100 battles to get minimal dust. It's just the act of like ignoring the community. I don't know what they're doing here. I see the writing on the wall for this game, and so like, which is unfortunate because my YouTube channel is actually like the last 3 months have been my highest subscriber and view counts ever. So that's kind of annoying that this game is now going down the tubes at this time. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I think it's just kind of like at this point, even like Zionic and stuff like that, who are like usually so happy about this game, have like completely turned off, being like, well, what are you guys doing? It's like, it's across the board. Every single person is like, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. At this point, I told everyone, like, you honestly just need to have the lowest expectations in the world for every single event, and you're still going to be disappointed. There's like nothing you can do. It's just, honestly, I would assume and take it that this game is just is on its last breaths. The creators checked out of this. The people are moving on to different things. The FOMO isn't as real anymore for people. Like, people who would normally, like this new Pokemon that was like hidden behind like a 5, like the highest tier hard for there would be people in the past who would have been like, I'll use 100 incubators to get this. But I've seen people be like, no, like I don't care anymore. And that's the thing. Like, when people stop, this game is very pay to play and kind of like feeds on your emotion and fear of missing out and stuff like that. And once people be like, I'm good, this game's over. And people are already starting to be like, I'm good. And I can see it in my comments here. Like, people are like, yeah, I uninstalled the game. Like, it just, and it seems like everyone who has uninstalled the game, like Wallow and stuff like that, it'd be like, yeah, I'm happier not playing the game. So I truly think that unless they wake up at Niantic and be like, okay, we need to fix this, like, or at least not even like, I'm not even like given to everything the community is asking for. Just like put in some effort. Like, it looks like put in some effort and don't like actively troll your community. Like, it's not a big ask, but it just seems like, I don't know. So at this point, and if you made it this far, there has been a rumor from what was someone in the Silph Road who had a partnership with Niantic, posted in a Discord that there's not going to be any move updates next season. So just a rumor. Take that with you will. If that's the case, we'll talk about that when that news drops in a couple of weeks, because the league turns over in 2 weeks. So we'll talk about that when it happens. But yeah, so I'm going to keep grinding. Like, I did all 100 battles today. I still enjoy the battling. Again, I don't do much outside of this game, outside of the battling. So I still enjoy doing the battles, and we're going to keep grinding that out as long as you guys are here. But yeah, don't be surprised. Like, I'm just going to enjoy it while I can. Enjoy it the best you can, right? Enjoy it in whatever form they give you. Don't get too, like, a lot of people on Twitter are just like so negative all the time about this game. And I get it. Like, it's like, if you put 7 years into this and you love this game and you love the community and you just see this company just like actively trying to destroy it, it seems, people get pissed off. But like, in the end, it's a game. Sort of enjoy the moment. In the grand scheme of things, I promise you, this is nothing. This is nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's just a fun outlet. It's supposed to be fun, right? It's supposed to be a fun outlet to meet people, to enjoy a series that you've played for however many years, 20, 25 years for some of us. Yeah, and that's it. So that's enough rambling. Those are my thoughts on that, and that is it. So stay tuned this afternoon for how I try to counter this new grass meta that showed up everywhere. And yeah, so check back for that later today. Tomorrow, Ultra League, and maybe one more Sunshine Cup team. Yes, no, I don't remember. I did a lot of battles today. Anyways, that is it. See you guys in the next one.